What if the greatest breakthroughs in human history weren't the result of genius? What if they weren't the result of years of careful planning, brilliant strategy, or dedicated research? What if some of the most valuable discoveries ever made happened because someone forgot to wash their hands, left something in their pocket, or simply made a mistake? Today, we're looking at the inventions that changed the world, not because someone was trying to change the world, but because they weren't. And the results were worth billions. We start in 1928. Alexander Fleming, a Scottish bacteriologist, goes on holiday. When he returns to his laboratory, he finds something has gone wrong. A petri dish has been contaminated. Mold has grown where it shouldn't. He's about to throw it away when he notices something extraordinary. The area around the mold is completely clear of bacteria. The mold is killing it. That moment of curiosity, that split-second decision not to throw the dish away, led to the discovery of penicillin, the world's first antibiotic, a drug that has since saved an estimated 200 million lives. Fleming himself later said he never meant to revolutionize all medicine. He just forgot to clean up before his holiday. 1945. A Raytheon engineer named Percy Spencer is working on magnetrons, the technology that powers radar systems. He's standing near an active piece of equipment when he reaches into his pocket and finds that his chocolate bar has melted. Intrigued, he experimented further and realized that microwaves could cook food rapidly. He pointed the radar equipment at an egg. It exploded. He pointed it at popcorn kernels, the world's first microwave popcorn. The first commercial microwave oven stood nearly 2 meters tall, weighed 340 kilograms, and cost the equivalent of around $50,000 today. Now, there are over 1 billion of them in homes around the world. All because a man's chocolate bar melted in his pocket. 1970. Spencer Silver is a chemist at 3M. His job is to create a stronger adhesive. He fails. He creates a new adhesive, but it's weaker, not stronger. It sticks to paper, but doesn't tear it when pulled apart. A failure by any measure. 3M files it away. Nobody knows what to do with it. Then, 4 years later, a colleague named Art Fry gets annoyed at church. He keeps losing his page in his hymn book. He remembers Silver's useless adhesive and sticks a small piece of paper into his hymn book. It holds the page. It comes off cleanly. He takes the idea back to 3M. They launch it in 1980. Post-it notes are now sold in over 100 countries, in over 600 products. The sticky note that conquered the world was created because someone was bad at their job. In the early 1990s, Pfizer scientists were running trials on a new drug. It was called UK 92480, and it was intended to treat patients with angina, a common precursor to heart attacks involving the constriction of blood vessels. The trials were not going well. The drug wasn't working as hoped for the heart. But the trial participants were refusing to return their unused pills. When researchers looked closer, they found an extraordinary side effect. Viagra launched in 1998. In its first year, it generated over $1 billion in revenue. A failed heart medication became one of the most profitable drugs ever manufactured. The participants who wouldn't return their pills probably knew something before the scientists did. But it doesn't stop there. X-rays were discovered in 1895 when Wilhelm Röntgen accidentally left a cathode ray tube running near a fluorescent screen and noticed bones appearing in the image. He won the first ever Nobel Prize in physics. Velcro was invented in 1941 when Swiss engineer Georges de Mestral came back from a walk in the woods, covered in burrs. He put them under a microscope and saw tiny hooks. Play-Doh was originally a wallpaper cleaner, rebranded as a children's toy in the 1950s after teachers started using it for arts and crafts. And warfarin, one of the most widely used blood thinners in the world, was discovered when cattle in Canada started mysteriously dying after eating moldy hay. Every single one of these was an accident. There's a word for this: serendipity, the art of finding something valuable while looking for something else entirely. And the stories of penicillin, the microwave, post-it notes, and Viagra all share something important. In every single case, the discovery only happened because someone was paying attention. Fleming noticed the mold instead of binning the dish. Spencer followed his curiosity about the melted chocolate bar. Silver's failed adhesive sat waiting for someone with the right problem to solve. Serendipity isn't just luck. It's luck, plus curiosity, plus the wisdom to recognize that what went wrong might actually be exactly right. The next great accidental discovery is happening right now. In a laboratory somewhere, a petri dish is growing something unexpected. In a factory, a machine is behaving in a way nobody planned. In someone's kitchen or workshop or back garden, something is going wrong in exactly the right way. History tells us that the people who change the world are often not the ones who set out to. They are the ones who paid attention when everything seemed to be going wrong. And that is genuinely one of the most hopeful things about being human. If you love stories like these, you're in the right place. We cover the most fascinating facts about the world around you every single week. Hit subscribe and turn on notifications, and we'll see you in the next one.